In light of Vegan Month, we have asked Tammy Fry to join us in the kitchen now this morning to share what sounds like an absolutely delicious plant-based recipe that will hopefully inspire you to swap out a meat for a plant-based option today. And these unearthed Mexican sweet potatoes topped with a vegan sour cream look and smell delicious, and I'm hoping are relatively easy to throw together.
Yes, that's exactly why I chose it, because I know how busy people are during the week. And when it comes to Monday and maybe like a meat-free Monday dish, you want speed to the table.
Yeah, no, I love it. But it's also jam-packed with flavor. There's a lot going on here, and I love the Mexican flavor profile because there is quite a lot of freshness. So as much as we've got kind of our cooked food here, that slow-cooked, the enjoyment, the health benefits of that, you've also got that fresh pop of flavors. So it's a beautiful balance.
That's it. I think this meal is great because you have your carbs, you have protein, you have vegetables and color, because, you know, eating the rainbow is incredibly important to get all those micronutrients. And then, of course, you got your fat from your avocado and your sour cream, which we're going to veganize today. So obviously, if you're not vegan, you can just buy normal sour cream.
But this is a nice hack. I think this is a good one to learn because you'll use it a lot. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we could start with that if you like.
Okay, let's crack on.
So we're just going to, these cashews have been soaked to make them super soft.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the lemon juice, a little bit of lemon juice. It's going to give you the sourness. Dijon mustard, and then this is a vinegar, so you can use apple cider vinegar. Okay. A little bit of salt, so just a pinch of salt is good. And then you're going to whiz that up in your blender, and hopefully it's going to look exactly like this.
Like that.
When you finish.
So nice and fine.
Nice and fine.
If we needed to add a little bit more...
You just add a little more lemon juice and a little bit more apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
So...
Okay, but that will then break down and we get our beautiful paste.
So you just keep adding your ingredients until it ends up just into like a sour cream.
Okay, absolutely. I love that. Texture
and then,
sorted.
Obviously, the potatoes need a little bit more prep time. Keep the skins on, because the skins are where you find all the bacteria, which actually builds your gut biome and your gut health. So don't peel your sweet potatoes, just give them a good wash. Okay. And there's really a lot of health benefits just in the skin of the potato. And then if you have an air fryer, that's a little bit of a cheat. A little bit quicker, pop them in the air fryer or in the oven with a little brush of olive oil and a sprinkle of salt. And you know, however long it takes, depending what you're using, you know, 30 minutes later, you've got your potatoes ready. If you're a mum and you're super busy, you can do this in the morning as well and keep them in your fridge ready in the evening and just heat them up. So that's a little hack.
Brilliant.
And then we can move on to maybe prepping the filling.
Let's bring in the Mexican.
Potatoes, the Mexican. So obviously, I'm keeping this super simple. So we're going to have the simplest flavors. Smoked paprika and cumin are our best Mexican spices. You can spice it up if you want with some fresh chili.
You know your flavor palette.
Yeah. Absolutely, you can just change it up. So a little bit of olive oil on the pan, or coconut oil. Those are my two preferred oils to use. And then we're going to put the smoked paprika into the oil. Just let it get a little bit of a beautiful smell coming through.
Oh, I love that. And then, of course, those flavors of those spices are going to permeate into the oil, and that oil is going to then spread that flavor throughout.
Exactly. And then we add our sweet corn, our black beans. Black beans are amazing because they're full of antioxidants, they're full of fiber and protein. So
is this where the protein pick comes in?
That's it. These are kidney beans, but my preference is usually black beans.
Black beans, okay.
And then red pepper. And red pepper is an unreal food because it contains lycopene, which is great for your heart and heart health. So, and then we're just going to stir that around.
I mean, look at the colour alone gives you a very clear indication of the nutrient load that is coming your way.
And that's, you know, and kids love, you know, they love all these. They love corn, they love red pepper. These are easy to give to your kids. And as a mum, who knows how difficult it can be to feed kids.
To just get them in there. Come on, just
to get them in there. So you're just going to fry that for a couple of minutes. All of these are actually pre-prepared. So the corn has been pre-prepared. You can use tin corn. You can char your corn on a cob. So various different ways.
And then finally, how do we put it all together?
And then putting it together is easy. So we're just going to cut this down the center. open it up, and then
Beautiful.
we're going to load them. So.
Oh, and this is exquisite, and I love this. This is, as Tammy has said, a really simple way of taking those first few steps, but you can push the boat out as far as you like. It's all about discovering what works for you. And the more you can learn how to utilize your vegetables, the less wastage there is. All of your offcuts then become a salsa or become a sauce. There is so much to be able to enjoy in this space. Absolutely beautiful.
So we're going to just fill these up, and then pop our guacamole or mashed avocado. I'll just plate this.
Oh, and the plate looks absolutely beautiful as well. I love the pop of color, first and foremost. It just screams flavor and health. And if you want to replicate this gorgeous recipe yourself, all you have to do is go to expressoshow.com. We've got all of our culinary inspiration, and it's going to be very vegan friendly today. And of course, this ticks every box. We've got the flavor, we've got some similar or very familiar textures, we've got the protein, all of the nutrients, the guts being looked after, we're even taking care of the heart. And of course, we finished off with a bit of coriander, and then we dress it up with our version of our sour cream and some really healthy fats with the avo. Superstar! This was the ideal recipe to take us into Vegan Month. Hopefully this has inspired you to just take those first few steps. Look at just one recipe, one meal of the week to go meat-free.